Hey everybody, it's Mike from the HomeHappy team. I'm here with Kalinka.
Hello, everyone.
We wanted to talk to you about debts. Everybody has them to some degree, and it's how you work with those debts to get rid of them that can make a huge impact on your life. I mean, let's face it, having debt is stressful. Nobody wants them, but life is life, and we all run into situations where we have to deal with it. And we wanted to show you a little story that we thought you'd find very interesting. So, Kalinka, with that, why don't you tell a story?
Yes, here's a situation of an example of a client that we recently had. So, beautiful young client couple, 5-year-old boy, 9-year-old girl. Both are in sports. One is playing soccer, the other is playing dance. Life is beautiful. There's a lot going on. And they were in a situation where they had no idea there were different ways to do or to solve a problem. And us humans have this tendency of doing the thing the same way we were always taught, unless someone teaches us different. So they wanted to renovate their washroom. The house needed some touch up. So they put it into a Home Depot credit card. We'll pay it off eventually. You'll be fine. But this credit card kept carrying over balance. And now not only renovating the washroom and not being able to pay this credit card, on top of that, they also have a property tax bill that went from $250 a month to $425 a month. So that's also adding up on top of, the sports, the other credit cards they have to pay, and adding up stress on the family. Also, not to count, they had a minivan, which kept putting mileage on it. They thought would last, until the kids are teenagers, but they had to upgrade the vehicle. So now they're into a $800 payment a month for a new vehicle. And, life goes on. Another thing that we also had to tackle or to sort of address with them was a credit card of $11,000 from the husband that was carrying over balance. And so never being able to pay it off, and a line of credit of $15,000 that was only getting paid interest, Mike. And so, he was paying the interest every single month, but the principal was never really being paid off. And so imagine all of this, going to bed with all of this and not knowing that there are different ways to do it, And the thing is, like I mentioned in the beginning, the parents were teaching them or taught them never to touch the house equity. That's not something that we do, not something that we touch. We need to pay the house off, and that's how life is. And so this couple was never taught a different way, and people lose their focus along the way. But what if we were to manage it all in one payment? We pay off all this debt, this weight that's on your shoulders for so long. We manage it into one single payment, and you can breathe again. Right.
And on top of that cash flow situation, we can reduce the cash flow so that you're not paying out as much, but you're still paying the whole debt off faster than you were by piecemealing little pieces all over the place and just paying interest. So it's such a win and such a great story, because it's all of us can relate to having those different pieces. And one big important part that I think psychologically is that when you have one payment, you can focus on that one payment. If you've got 12 payments you're making, it's super hard. And so each quarter, you look at your budget and you see how much you've got. And if you've got an extra $100 or more, you can actually put that onto the mortgage and pay it off a little bit quicker. And we love to show people how to use our calculators and show how our amortization works. It sounds boring, but it can actually become fun, because as you start to see your total debt being paid down faster, the thought of being debt-free, imagine that. I mean, for most people, they can't even
It's
picture
exciting.
that. Yeah. And so if we can reduce your a whole bunch of payments into one payment that becomes something you can pay off, say in 15 years or less, to me, that's such an important story. And that's why we wanted to tell you all about it. And we think that most people should have a review of their situation. And can we fix everything? No, but we certainly can review and look at options that you may not be aware of that are available, because we have a lot of different options. And we love to help people, and we love to take that stress away for you.
Exactly. And it all starts with a conversation. So that's all we need to start, and we're happy to chat with you.
Please reach out. We'd love to chat with you about your situation. Cheers.